Hi everyone. This is something that I've never done. It's currently 3 a.m. I'm gonna pull an all-nighter, and the reason because of that is I'm in a lot of pain, and I want to share my story so I can explain it to other people, and maybe someone else is going through a similar thing that I can be able to relate to them. First, I'd like to start out with understanding who I am. My name is Kyle. I'm a college student currently. Ever since I think I was a senior in high school, I have grown up doing sports, being athletic, doing outdoorsy things, hunting, fishing, as many of you know. As I've done that, during my senior year, I hurt my back, so we believe, in basketball. And I woke up the next morning not thinking anything was wrong, and woke up and I couldn't move. Literally, it felt like all my muscles were stiff in my back. I literally wanted to scream because I was scared, because it felt like I was paralyzed. In that moment, I've never felt more helpless, and I called out for help, and my brother was actually home from college at the time, and he was able to carry me to the car, and we went to the chiropractor and then the doctors eventually. And that started the course of me going to the chiropractor and the doctors to get x-rays and such, and they didn't find anything other than tightness and like my hips being out of place, just popping them back in and such. And I did that for about 3 months, and I started to feel quite a bit better. It still was never the same, but I was able to play basketball, ended up winning a state championship with my high school. Amazing. And then moving on from there, going to college and actually serving a church mission for a year, things got quite a bit worse. My back started to degrade, and I just started to be in pain constantly. I got to the point where I'd be working at a grocery store, or basically doing anything, and I would just want to cry, go sit in my car and cry after my shifts because of the amount of pain that I was in. At first I would just take BioFreeze and I'd spray it all over my back. Everybody would complain about the smell. They still do every time I put it on. And as I kept doing that, it wasn't working. So I started different procedures and going to different doctors, and my family was really supportive of going to the Boston medical doctors. So I did chiropractor, acupuncture, TENS shock therapy, physical therapy for 7 months, 3 times a week. I did epidural injections, which is what you have when you're gonna have a baby. I had 2 of those inside my back. I had 2 or 3 MRIs, my lumbar, everything, and they kept diagnosing me with different things, and I went to some of the best spine neurosurgeons in the country, and they can't find why I'm in pain. I did dry needling. Honestly, I've done everything. Lidocaine patches, cortisone injections, anything you can imagine, I've tried. And during the course of that trial period, I've gained a significant amount of weight. And that's only made it quite a bit worse, the pain, because the more weight that you have weighing you down obviously increases that pain. But that's not necessarily the source of my pain, because there's people that are 400 pounds but not in pain. So for me, figuring out what's wrong, and then this last shed hunting season, I actually tore my labrum from hiking so much. So I also have a cam dysphoria that I found out when I went to go check out my torn labrum, and basically it makes it so my hips don't fully rotate and then it builds up inflammation. So with that, I am majority of the time in pain. It's affected my social life, it's affected my career goals to an extent. Luckily, I'm still 22, so I have a lot of time to change that, but unfortunately, these are crucial years. The reason I wanted to share this was I wanted to open up about it because it has affected quite a bit of things in my life, and I wanted to see if there's suggestions of what other people have done, if there's been things they were able to do, because for me, I always didn't exactly have to worry about what I ate. I more or less could just go play basketball and work out in the gym or do other things and work that weight if I needed to. So I could work out as much as I wanted and I could eat whatever I wanted. But at this point, I don't know if I should just worry about just weight or if there's other solutions and other things I can try to figure out. So I want to get those suggestions, just open it up to anyone that wants to respond. And I just want to inform people in my story, my journey, and I don't want my back to define me. I want my accomplishments, the things that I work hard and strive to do to, in the future, be a better future husband and spouse and father. And I'm hoping that I can shed light on kind of this thing that's happened to me, and hopefully other people can be able to share their experiences. Thanks for watching.